90% have not yet lodged a complaint. So you must lodge a complaint, otherwise your claim will not be considered. So therefore I ask the newspaper, the TV, the media, please help to pass the message so that other people affected, they can lodge their complaint. So this is the first important thing. Now when you lodge a complaint, in my blog, as well as I think the newspaper agree to put the detail, your complaint must give the statement. Your statement must show the details. How did you invest in this product? What did the sales representative or relationship manager tell to you? All these details must be put down there. But you must make an honest statement. You cannot make a wrong statement. Must be honest. If you think that they told you like that, you must explain exactly as you remember. Make an honest statement. Don't worry whether it will help you or not help you. Just be honest. Because if you honestly believe that you are investing like a fixed deposit, just say so. Of course, some people say the financial institution will bring up a form to say, you sign this form. Doesn't matter. If you didn't know what you signed, just honestly say. Some people will actually say, after I bought, then they asked me to sign the form, but they never explained to me. Just honestly say that. So don't worry, just be honest to make your statement. Okay, now, in the MAS statement, they say that no need to go and swear. Just make a statement. I think that's okay. But sometimes I'm not too sure if the banks are going to challenge you, then you go and get a lawyer to make a sworn statement. But if the banks are not going to challenge you, they're going to trust what you say, then you need to make a statement. So I leave it to you. If you think that the money involved is a lot of money, might as well go and make a statement. But if you think that maybe the banks will accept your statement without challenging, then no need. Okay, so each of you must decide whether you want to see a lawyer or not. All right. Now, for those other people who are supposed to be younger, more knowledgeable, you are not in the vulnerable group. Not in the vulnerable group doesn't mean you got no claim. No, you still got a claim, and you can still make a claim. But because you have been also misled, of course, the bank will come and say you should know. But doesn't matter if you have been misled, because first of all, the sales material, they give you some impression. Explanation also, they explain not the correct thing. Now we know what is the correct thing. But at that time when the relationship manager or the sales representative tell you, they tell you something else. Okay, so just remember what they tell you and state honestly. So I also believe that even if you are in the outside the vulnerable group, you still have an important case to make. So don't worry, just submit your claim, and your time will come. Let the vulnerable group be sorted out first. Your time will come. Now, in the MAS statement, the MAS also say they will conduct inquiry into breach of the law. That means whether the financial institution to create the product has broken any law, whether the financial institution that sold the product has breached any law. So MAS says they will check. MAS also say they will check the sales method. When the people sell, if they just very quickly anyhow sell, now that's wrong, because they have a duty to check and explain what the product is. But if they just do anyhow, then they make an offense under the Financial Advisors Act. So MAS says they will check all of this. Now of course, if it is found that the financial institution has broken this law, now some of these may require compensation, but some may require go to jail because you know some people have gone to jail for breaking those laws. Of course, if the financial institution says honestly it was a mistake, we didn't know, then of course don't go to jail for making a mistake. But if they knew and they tell you lies, then they ought to go to jail. So it depends upon the investigation. But if they investigate and find that the financial institutions have breached the law, then of course your case for compensation becomes stronger. So we hope the MAS will carry out the investigation, and that will be hopefully in the favor of the investors. Now, somebody asked me just now they are investing in Pinacle notes, and they still lodge a complaint. The answer is yes, because the Pinacle notes, when you bought, you also think that you are buying something quite safe. But Pinacle notes, like the mini bonds, has the same kind of problem, only has not exploded yet, but same kind of problem. So you can still lodge a complaint for the products that you bought, which are now very risky because you were not told. So don't wait until it becomes in trouble. You can lodge a complaint now. All right. Now, for the mini bonds, the manager, which is Lehman Brothers, has got into trouble, but the assets invested is still okay. Not okay, but not all gone. Some of the assets have dropped in value, but not totally gone. So the trustee is trying to find another manager willing to take over the duty of Lehman Brothers. Because if the assets are sold now, you liquidated now, the price is very bad, very, very low. So all of you will get very little. But if another manager comes in and says, let's hold on for another 2-3 years, maybe the price will be better. So hopefully we can find another manager to take over. So far from the MAS statement, from the trustee statement, nobody has come forward yet. So therefore the news is not encouraging. But I know there is a bank in Hong Kong who approached me. How do I know them? I don't know them. They look into my blog and they see that so many people are communicating with me. So they call me and say, Mr. Tan, and this bank is actually a very big bank, bigger than our Singapore banks. So therefore it's a very big bank. It says, Mr. Tan, we are not involved in this kind of product, but we know what the situation is. So they say, please help us get in touch with the trustee and get in touch with the MAS. We are interested to find out more facts, whether we can take over as the manager. Okay, so there is one bank in Hong Kong willing to do that. But I hope that other banks in Singapore, other financial institutions in Singapore will come forward. Cannot be Singapore, nobody can do, I don't think so. So I hope that they can come forward. So maybe there is some hope that at least 1 or 2 or 3 might be interested. Then your loss will be minimized. Okay, so I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I would now like to ask my good friend Mr. Goh 叫 Mr. Wu 先生来讲华语，给他讲